Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is GO time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J Was Good Today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday.
Oh shit, we're live. Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah. What's good, folks? What's good? What's good? Welcome to a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today, that way? Yeah, scoot that way. You have the picture. It's all about me. J-Dub now. What's good, folks? Welcome to a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today? I am your host, Jay. Hi. Hi, Poppy. How are you? Are you Poppy? Only on days that end in mind. But not what? For who? I am girl. For where? I am girl. You are blue or you are blue? I am blue. True love. True blue. Not like us. I couldn't resist. I could not resist. Let's just get right into it, folks. Yeah, not like us. Not like us. No, they are not like us. Oh, you can't hear us. You can't hear us. Testing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear us now? It looks like you can. Yeah, it's working. Let's make sure. All right. Sounds mobile. Oh, it's mobile, so we got to do the filter. Whoa. Wrong back. No, not that one. I think we got to do the filter on the other. Yeah. Yep. Testing. 1, 2. Is that better? Still robotic like. Do I sound like a Mr. Roboto? I'm just such an asshole. Me! Still robotic, so we don't sound robotic. So it must be this. Let's check this. Test it. Alright, good. Go back. The desktop audio now. Test it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Nothing. You. Yeah, testing. That's actually better right there. All right, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can y'all hear us? No audio's off still. That was a couple seconds ago. Testing. No. Good.
Testing.
No.
Testing.
No.
Wait, that's better audio right there. Remember, the thing wasn't moving. How's that sound? Is that better?
It's also the signal's off too. Damn. All right, hello. Can you hear us? Testing. There we go. There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da 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 da.
We don't sound like robot no more. Hideo no more. There you go. Hideo no more. There you go.
So let's start this over then, I guess. Welcome to a brand new week, brand new episode. PD&J was good today.
I ain't starting this mess over. We just keep
I'm
going.
your host, Jay.
I'm not starting over.
I'm your host, Jay.
I'm not starting over.
So that's your name? You're not starting?
Game over. PlayStation.
They're not like us.
Definitely not.
Hey, bro. So let's just jump right into it, right? So here's the thing, right?
They're not like us.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl it was splendiferous.
Congratulations to the Eagles.
And if you would have listened to me, you would have won more money. I'm going to bet the under the 52.5. I told you to bet the over.
I took the under.
Told you.
I did win some money. I could have won more.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
I played prop bets. That I couldn't just play the spread. It wasn't worth it. It really was. Like, if you played the money line, the points was 1.5 on either side.
Yeah.
You wasn't gonna make no. I played props, and I did come up. Yes, I did.
I came up more.
I could have come up more. Yes, that is correct. Saquon Barkley, you disappointed me.
He didn't support me. The Chiefs
I
were supposed to do with
I
that.
needed 150 out of you with 2 touchdowns, bro.
See, had you consulted me before, I would have told you that was a dumb bet stick.
But here's the thing: the Chiefs consolidated their whole defense on one man and
Exactly.
forgot the whole rest of the team.
No, they didn't forget the rest of the team. The thing is, the rest of the team was that damn good. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are no slouches.
No slouches, but I would credit the Eagles' defense more than I would credit the other players of the offense.
What I say,
Their defense showed top. They showed like, and here's the thing: the Chiefs have never seen a defense like that all year.
That's funny. I think somebody said that Sunday.
Shut up.
I think somebody did say that because we were at the same Super Bowl party at the same venue, and I remember saying, "I was like, we'll see how this game's going to be because the Chiefs have not faced a defense like this." Matter of fact, that was during the same conversation where a certain person said the 52.5. We take the under, the over. I was like, I would take the over. No, man, I'm taking the under.
You know what? They're not like us.
No. They're not.
So fast forward to the halftime show. I guess this is where we're going to spend majority on the show on because a lot of shit has transpired.
Oh my gosh. The past 72 hours. 72 hours.
Y'all want to kill the messenger, but didn't get the message. Okay. You're not like us.
So here's what I want to say about that track.
It's not even the song. It's the whole show.
No. I'm going to talk about this track.
Okay.
Because what people are still lost in, oh, so-and-so won the battle, the beef. Look at it more than that. Listen to the words of not like us. They're not like us. Now, let's dissect the performance. The first song he did with the track ain't even released yet, and people were like, what is this?
Here's the thing, and before you even speak on that, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people that were talking about the halftime show was against Kendrick Lamar doing the halftime show to begin with, and then you wasted your time, energy, and breath on watching the halftime show
because they wanted
to be able. You're not like us.
Go watch the Puppy Bowl. Do something else. Don't. Yeah. Now, the performance starts off with the track that's not released. What's the very first words? The revolution is now televised, and you picked the wrong one.
At the right time.
At the right time. And what have we been saying from the beginning? They not like us. You see where I'm going with that?
And here's the thing about it.
Stop looking at everything about Drake against Kendrick.
It's not even that.
Forget that.
We've been saying at the beginning of the year on this podcast, on this show here, that this is the year of revolution. This is the year of awakening.
Reckoning is the word I used. I didn't use reckonings. I because you feel the shake. Something's about to explode. And some things have. Some things have.
Yeah, a lot. A lot. A lot. And the thing about it is that they are trying to get on Samuel L. Jackson for being Uncle Sam.
But he's somebody's uncle. His name is Sam. So what are you going to do?
And the thing about it,
all he did was he just took
he narrated
his role from Django Unchained and put it on modern day times.
Pretty much.
I'm stop.
And the thing about it, Uncle Sam is an Uncle Tom. No, he ain't no Uncle Tom. He ain't no Uncle Tom. Because at the end of the day, all he did was televise the revolution. The revolution has started, and you cannot stop it.
So
you can't. What are you going to do about it?
So here's the thing. Do you history on Uncle Tom? Uncle Tom was a revolutionary. He wasn't a traitor. So technically, yeah, he was an Uncle Tom. Okay, understand? He wasn't Uncle Tom. If you want to look at actually what Uncle Tom is, see, the thing is, black people, you take stuff and run with it and don't do the research on it. Don't bother doing it. You say, oh yeah, this is such and such. Oh yeah, research what you're saying before you make yourself look stupid. For years, people look stupid saying Uncle Tom. My dad taught me this when I was a kid.
And the thing about it, they got revolutionary books about Uncle Tom. He actually was low-key. I believe this hasn't been documented, but I believe Uncle Tom was the husband to Harriet Tubman. I do believe that because at the end of the day, they were around at the same time.
And they may have been separated.
And they came together and formed the Underground Railroad together. That's my belief. History won't tell you that, but hey, it is what it is. But they made Uncle Tom out to be
a traitor to black people.
And the reason why, and if you want to do your research, the reason why
they don't want you to know that you have saviors. They don't want you.
Here's the reason why. No, here by written statute, was he a traitor to black people? Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. But here's the reason why. He gave up and traded information in regards to savages. Mm-hmm. Yes, were they black? Yes, were they slaves? But they did not fit
the narrative of what they were trying to do.
They were raping their own. They were killing their own. They didn't care.
Let me do it like this. You're right, True. All history will. All you got to do is keep digging through the books. But here's the thing, True. And I hate to say this, but black people are notoriously known for being lazy and not wanting to do digging. They'd rather you just tell the story.
Not all. You can't say that.
Did I say all?
You said historically.
That's right. I said historically. I didn't say all. There's a difference. Did I say every black? No, I said historically, black people have been known to rather be read to. And am I lying or not? Go back to slavery. What happened? They could not only.
And you're absolutely right. Because nowadays, everybody worried about TikTok getting shut down. They can't get their information, their news, or their cook recipes off of TikTok. I don't give a goddamn about TikTok. Pick up a book. Literally, pick up a book.
So because everybody takes every little conspiracy and runs with it.
And not only that, look, peep game. PlayStation Network went down for 24 hours.
Ironically.
Everybody lost their goddamn mind.
Ironically.
I'm like, that's the time for y'all motherfuckers to unplug. But step into the real world for a minute. Take 24 hours and step into the real world.
Let's be conspiracy theorists, okay? Talk about the halftime show. What was the stage set up like? A PlayStation controller. PlayStation Network went down for 24 hours.
I don't know about that conspiracy. I'll let you talk about that. I ain't heard about that.
I'm not saying that there was, but I'm saying let it be told. Let it be told. Let it be said. And I'm quite sure if you go on TikTok, somebody here probably even said this. I'm quite sure because TikTok, everyone talk about Meta not being regulated anymore. Who the fuck is regulating TikTok?
And Elon Musk, he don't want to buy TikTok.
Hell no. That's no.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Chulu is right. Start digging through them books. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you will find there is
libraries will become obsolete.
There is,
and even with movies, so let's get modernized, right? Everybody want to watch a good movie, right? In every good movie, there's a form of truth in that.
We just talked about that.
You know what I mean? There is a form of truth. Like Hendrik said, turn off the TV.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. And that's how we ended that. But see, people, and the thing is, the performance.
They didn't get the message. They wanted to kill the messenger.
It wasn't even about killing the messenger. It's about, they want to talk about the hidden subliminal message of Drake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to have Serena, which was Drake's ex, over there crip walking in this. Okay, first of all, look. Serena
came out and said, hey, she said,
it ain't got shit to do with Drake, and this shit ain't got shit to do with Drake. And at the end of the day, she come from a neighborhood that was separated by Bloods and Crips. She understands what it is. And as far as her Crip dancing or sea walking at the Super Bowl, it was just her bringing out her.
Now
that was all about her.
The one thing I didn't agree with that.
Fuck you for saying that if you was her husband, you would divorce her for doing that. Fuck you. I supported you for years. I loved you and I loved your expertise and I loved your opinion. But that shit was bullshit, Stephen.
It's not bullshit because I understand what he's saying. Get out your feelings. Let's see what he's saying. He's basically saying is, if you were up there doing that to get on your ex, that means you're not over your ex. Why the hell did you marry me?
But she didn't do it about her ex.
But you're saying what she didn't do. What he's saying, remember what we talked about, how people,
the perception,
don't listen to everything that's being said. If you listen to what he's saying, it makes sense. You're sitting there crip walking on the ex because of your ex, because he's making fun of you. He made this track about your ex. Then that means you're not over him. Why are you with me? That's what Stephen A is saying, and it makes perfect sense. Why are you marrying somebody if you're not over your ex? That means if your ex would have walked through the door, you're gonna go run over there and attend to that and forget about your husband.
See, for a person, this is just my personal opinion
it's
about
not about
that.
being personal.
Okay, based off what you just said about that perception of what Stephen A said on that aspect, right? My personal opinion on that, on how I feel, is this, right? If you have to worry about that, then you're insecure.
So I'm gonna tell you too like this: you're at a party with your wife, your ex.
Hold on. Just because you dancing and heel toning, that don't make you a crip. You know what I mean? If you spelling out the step, that's something different. Yeah, you ain't spelling no hook. You just heel tone. She just heel tone. And truth be told, that's true. She was just heel tone. She wasn't spelling out shit.
Well, those things, and it makes sense because who was her sister killed by?
A crip.
So you do that was the biggest thing to me. People talking about she's sea walking. They're like, she's not sea walking.
And the heel toe, when the heel toe came out, the only reason why the heel toe became popular was
because of.
But Snoop Hat came out with the track said, "Nigga, stop sea walking if you're not a crip." You remember that?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the heel toe came out.
People like, well, let's modify it a little bit.
There you go.
This is our not sea. Now they don't even call it sea walk though. They call it a crip walk. Realize the difference. Because now that's the crip walk. That's not a sea walk. The sea walk is where you
actually real niggas know what it is.
Yeah.
Real niggas, just like you got the B walk, you got the C walk. You understand what I'm saying?
The people just, I don't know. They take their narrative that they want to that they think that wants to be pushed, and that's what they want to live with.
She wanted
exactly. That's what I was going to get to, but I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it out.
So
But
what
that's I was
happened with
gonna
that?
get to.
Go ahead.
So back in 2012, y'all remember when she beat Martina Navratilova, everybody's blonde-haired, blue-eyed
Oh, I remember
savior.
that. Yeah,
She's
the white woman hope. Yeah, the white woman hope. I remember
Yep.
that. Yeah.
And she crip walked after she beat her, and she got fined for it.
Did she?
Yeah, she got fined for it.
I thought she got suspended.
She got fined for it. She got suspended as well, but she
I
got
remember
fined.
when she quit walked at the tournament. That was
Now-
at the Open, right?
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. I thought it was at the Open. Okay, but Wimbledon. Okay.
Now, forward to what she said after the performance. She said, "Remember when I was at Wimbledon? I got fined and fined for this."
She did an interview at the
Yeah.
Super Bowl about that.
Well, no, it was like one of the Instagram posts. So she posted
Okay,
on Instagram. She's like,
okay.
I got fined for this. So this was in their face.
So she waited almost
Think about it. She would have retired.
because they can't.
They can't do nothing to her now. She's retired.
And she's certified Hall of Fame.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? What are they really gonna do? They are not gonna stop her from getting in the Hall of Fame. Well, yeah, they can't. I mean, well, they could, but they're not even gonna go there. Because that's gonna be a whole uproar in itself.
I didn't even think about that.
But yeah, so
And the thing about it, I looked at it as the aspect that Kendrick and Serena, they came from the same turf. That's how I looked at it. Serena, everybody was like, who he gonna bring out? You know what I mean? He brought out Serena.
SZA and
Well, it's not even about another artist, but let's just talk about Serena is a world-renowned athlete from Compton.
But here's the thing, the reason why I mentioned SZA, not only does he have a song with her, but isn't she another one of Drake's exes? Yes, she is. Let's stay with that conspiracy that everybody keeps pushing. He brought up Drake's exes. Oh, he really won.
But
No.
nobody wants to take into consideration that SZA is signed under TDE, which is Drake's or Kendrick's label, and they're also going on a worldwide stadium tour.
But that's Drake's ex. That's why he brought it out there.
So all that other doesn't mean it's
No.
Oh,
Remember, it's because of Drake's ex.
okay.
She has no talent, y'all. None. It's just Drake's ex.
Oh, that bitch can sing.
No. That's the thing, though.
I'm sorry.
They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about who she is. I'm sorry, not who she is. Who she was really messing with. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word to put it. Who she had relations with. I don't care, man. So now that we gave you the gist of it,
But I ain't gonna lie though. Kendrick did kill Drake's career.
he didn't kill his career. His career is fine and dandy. He's still selling out worldwide. They ain't not gonna change.
Hey man, I want everybody to go back and watch the old native rain dances. Facts. You ever notice the system that
Can't do some shit. Is always hating on it. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. People were upset because this is the first main rapper.
main underground? Let's just go like that. Main
It's not even
underground.
about
He
underground.
ain't commercial
The main-
like the way everybody wanted it
You
to
just
be.
want to cut me off of everything I'm trying to say. He's the very first rapper to actually headline by himself, and people were not happy with that. They wanted it to be Lil Wayne, but here's the thing: somebody look at Lil Wayne's catalog for me, right, and tell me what songs that he's gonna perform
For the NFL.
for the NFL
That part.
that will not get flagged.
He ain't gonna perform Lollipop.
Why not, Mrs. Officer?
No.
No, can't do that one either.
He can't do back that ass up.
No. Give me something off his catalog. Anything. Just anything off his catalog that he could actually perform and not get fined. And actually be clear on what he's saying, because you cannot. I've watched Lil Wayne do a live performance. I've tried to hear him, and
I've seen Lil Wayne perform. I've seen Lil Wayne perform live.
Yeah. You hear anything I just said? I didn't hear what I just said.
But as far as SZA, yeah, he right.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what upsets me. We
Will it go down as one of the greatest halftime shows of history? No,
but it will be a
great performance.
It will always be talked about.
It's better than the weekends.
The weekday,
however you want to say his name. You know what I mean? Now everybody's petitioning for Taylor Swift or Chris Brown to do next year.
Taylor Swift turned it down.
Well, you do understand she got to pay for that.
Like she can't. Remember? But,
I mean, she can, but here's the thing about it.
It's Taylor Swift, though. Remember? She gives all this money to her roadies and everybody. Like, she pays all their rooms and their food and all that stuff.
Like, what Kendrick did made sense. I'm going to pay for the Super Bowl slot because in the back end, I'm lining up this goddamn stadium tour.
That's usually what happens.
Usher did it.
I think the last
Usher had a Super Bowl concert and then had a residency that sold out for 6 months. They had to extend,
and he was on tour.
They had to extend the residency.
Yeah, he was on tour.
Come on, man. So at the end of the day, if as an artist, if it logically makes sense and you got something lined up in the back end of that, do the shit.
Pay that money. You won't win it back 10 times over.
Dre already put the game out there. Dre is the greatest, one of the biggest legends out there, and he had to pay.
Everybody has to pay. It's not just him. Everybody has to pay.
And yes, he sure did. Go solo dolo.
Yeah, he had features he could have did, but he's like, no, this is me, man.
You know what I mean? He did the pop up where he had all his people.
He did everybody that's with him. Mustard, SZA.
I understand why he had Mustard there.
Well, he had to.
I understand why. You know what I mean? At the
but the whole thing, now Mustard stock has gone way up ever since all this stuff happened too. It's like everybody eats. You on my label, you eat. That's basically what he's saying. You with me, you're eating at my table. You're at the table with me.
As long as you contribute and did your role, play your part.
Your blood, sweat, and tears are in here, just like my blood, sweat, and tears are in here. We in this together.
They want to tell Mustard just shut up and make beats. Well, he made a beat, and it made it to the Super Bowl.
True, you just hit the whole notion of this show. Let's face it, Kendrick Lamar dropped knowledge during the halftime show. If you're not a thinker, that show is not for you.
Exactly.
People are so focused on this Drake thing. And what here's the thing about it. The people that I know that are thinkers, they still are thinking. They had to go back and watch it again to see things.
He had the American flag with black men. I saw a comment talking about, oh, well, why didn't he have a white dancer?
Well, he did. Remember, they had to put a Palestinian flag. Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't.
Now let's go on that. Let's talk about that. I'm still trying to figure out what they're going to charge this man with.
Oh, he's banned from life from the.
That's fine.
They're not charging him, but they let him go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when you arrested him, the reports came out. Oh, authorities are still trying to figure out what to charge. What are you going to charge this man with?
They dropped all charges that they were going to do.
But I get that. But what was you going to charge him with that was going to, like, what did he do?
Well, first,
what did he really do to warrant charges?
Well, all they're trying to say, you disrupted a public display or something it was. But either way, he was doing something that he shouldn't have been doing at the show. That's what it boils down to. You were a backup dancer that's supposed to dance, not sit there and make a political stand there. Which is ironic that you did a political stand at an NFL game.
And then it's ironic that production team or Kendrick didn't know you were doing it. Okay, whatever. But yeah,
you want me to say?
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not going to do that. At the end of the day, like I said, you know what I mean. We know what Kendrick stands for. So for at the end of the day,
just saying he didn't know what was going on. Yeah, he knew.
At the end of the day. Anybody that knows Kendrick's music, whether it is from Just Not Like Us, should know what he stands for. So as far as the entertainment wow that you were expecting at a Super Bowl, we knew that I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was looking for exactly what I got, if that makes sense. I wanted him to. He did Humble. I wanted him to do It's Gonna Be All Right, but he didn't do that.
That would have been too dark.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, and even Samuel said, "Oh, they don't want you to do this.
That's too hood. That's too black. That's too and
then after he did the shit with SZA, oh yeah, that's what the people want.
Yeah, slow it down.
And then he went into Not Like Us. A minor, the whole motherfucking stadium.
But not only that, people did you even catch a glimpse of his necklace? What was that? All my music people, what was that?
That was the emblem. The torch has been passed. That man is now the head. Kendrick is now the head.
Now let's go back to the selection of this man. Remember we talked about this the other day.
That man is now the head.
The reckoning was coming, we said in the beginning, right? We said we've been saying this for quite a few weeks. If you've been tuning in, if you haven't, go back and watch the previous shows. We've said it's coming. And pretty much now it's began.
It's here. The revolution is here. What you gonna do?
And what's funny is
what I
look at people talking about, man, it was like the one stat talking about, man, thank you, Kendrick Lamar. I haven't been able to use my legs for years. I had to get up. I had enough umption to get up and turn the channel because of you. I'm like, oh, okay. That's nice to know. But guess what? You still watched it. You watched it enough to know you didn't want to see it.
See, here's the thing about it.
It was too deep. It was too deep for them young black men wearing red, white, and blue, doing the yes sir nod. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir, master. That's too much for them. That's too real.
You want to tell us to sit down and be humble, and we sit back and do this. And then when we take over your land because we played your game,
it's not right. It's not fair.
They just want us to shut up and dribble.
Now, some of y'all need to.
So he wasn't a dancer. He was a producer of the show, and he used that opportunity to do what he do and stand on business. Well, even if that's the case, I respect him for doing that.
The whole thing is,
he did not do nothing illegal to me.
He didn't. He did not do a thing illegal. But the whole funny thing about this is what nobody said. You know who actually saw this show before any of us and probably laughed his way?
Jay-Z.
Yep. But the man don't know business. The man don't know what he's doing. He's a snake. Now, here's what I want to say. If Jermaine Dupri was running this, do you think it would have went that well?
Oh, if Jermaine Dupri was running the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, oh, it would have been the worst halftime show ever. Because I don't want to see Bow Wow do a halftime. Did I say that out loud? My bad. My bad.
You would have Bow Wow.
But I would like to see the Brat do a goddamn halftime show. I'm just sorry. The Ghetto in me, the Brat. That motherfucker would go off on that shit, but she ain't got enough hits to sit back.
Remember, she got to pay her way to get on. I don't think she got that kind of money.
Well, it's not even that. She ain't got enough hits to sustain it, bro. It's not.
But
like, here's the thing about it: if you do the halftime show, not only do you got to have the money for it, but you got to have the hits for it.
Stay there for a minute. The Weeknd didn't have the hits, and what did he do? He had some people come up with features with him. And kind of switched it up. Remember the first time he did his show, he had.
But the Weeknd was hot at that time.
I don't know.
He had a Grammy-winning album.
Okay, you know how I feel about the Grammys.
But
so saying that to me is like basically saying.
Okay, so you're saying that what Kendrick did at this last Grammys don't mean shit? This man made history.
Again, like I said, when it comes to the Grammys, you think I'm going to change my stance? I don't change my stance, so why bring it up? How do I feel about the Grammys?
I don't like award shows, period. But at the end of the day, I got to give this man his prop.
I don't go by the Grammys, because if that was the case, then Tupac would have won at least 2 awards when they first did Best Rap Album of the Year, and he didn't. That's my stance and always will be.
And Will Smith should have won the first Grammy Hip Hop Award ever in history, and he didn't.
So now you know what I'm saying. So now you want to ask me that again? I stand on my ground. I don't look at the Grammys. I don't support the Grammys. I don't give a shit if you win every Grammy award there is. I still don't give a damn. Your music, yes, is top notch. Your lyrics, yes, top notch. You as a lyricist, top notch. I don't give a damn about Grammys. You can't come to me with that. You can sit there.
Stay on the lyricism game, right? And we kind of talked about this a little bit. Do you honestly think going to the Kendrick and Drake thing, right? Lyricist wise, do you think Drake can keep up with Kendrick or get Kendrick?
Depending on what Ghostwriter writes for him. Oh, my bad.
Damn. Oh, shit. All right.
If Caitlyn writes it, it'll be something.
Caitlyn.
If she writes it,
oh,
it'll be
shit.
something.
Oh, shit.
If she writes it, it'll be something. Because you know she can write. I'll be wrote for quite a few people.
And here's the thing. Like, me as a rapper and lyricist and everything like that, I look at the lyricism game like this, right? When it comes to the Kendrick and Drake beef, it was good for hip hop modern day, right? It's good, healthy for hip hop, right? Modern day, right? But lyricist wise, I gotta side with K-Dot. Drake cannot get K-Dot lyricist wise. I don't think so. I don't care how many ghostwriters Drake get.
I'm telling you right now, I already gave you the one. We've seen her eat up people in such a nice way, in such a formal fashion. So I'm telling you, it'll be now. They both from Cali now. They both from Cali.
Yeah.
So it'll be a hell of a battle.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wouldn't. Mess
But you would know it's not genuine Drake, though. That's the whole thing about it. And that kind of gives Kendrick the edge, right?
Now in the aspect of, remember we talked about this, as it's known, and if in case you didn't know, unless you live under a rock, unless you don't want to accept it, he didn't come up with those lines.
Kendrick didn't know.
They came up.
Not majority of them. That second verse he did write himself, but the first verse, including the A minor and everything like that,
he got it from tweets,
from social media.
From social media.
Yeah.
But now here's where it comes to the deliverable.
That man's a mastermind.
That's like
he's a mastermind.
That's like
Drake can't even do that himself. You could give Drake lyrics.
No, he can, because remember he used to be an actor, so he's got a way to deliver.
Here,
he can deliver.
Facts, though. He did get the Pulitzer Prize. Yeah.
Now you're talking my language, but again,
Pulitzer Prize, bro. That's bigger than a Grammy.
I said that. That's why I said you're talking my language. But the whole thing is, and this is why I was kind of upset.
You think they had the narrative at that time? They had to give it to him.
No.
Okay,
no, that's not where I'm going.
Okay.
That is not even remotely where I'm going.
Okay.
This is why I said this whole beef is manufactured.
On whose side?
To help Kendrick get out there to the whole mass. Because right now, me, you, the average person had no idea who Kendrick. They've heard some tracks of Kendrick Lamar, but they really didn't know Kendrick Lamar. They didn't know he was that damn good.
Well, Kendrick changed up his style.
Wait.
Yeah,
Let's finish though. But he changed his style. But at the same time, even changing his style, kind of knew him, kind of didn't. But then when he dropped that particular, not like us, that's when people were like, whoa.
So you wasn't on him with all right and then humble?
You totally missed what I said, didn't you?
I kind of did, yeah.
What I said was us, me, you, Trulu, everyone else. We knew Kendrick Lamar's style. We knew how powerful.
You talk about the masses.
Right. I said the average person did not know Kendrick.
But he was coming up at the same time as Nipsey, though. And Nipsey was powerful too.
But Nipsey, if you think about it, Nipsey had more connections than Kendrick at the time. He really
exactly.
Did. He was able to.
He was
cross
moving.
over.
Exactly. And he's a known gang member that was doing good.
Right.
Not only for the community, but for the world.
Right. He came. Matter of fact, I remember when he came to Arizona.
He's coming out with a documentary.
I didn't know if that was.
Yeah, it's about to finish up in a couple of months. Black Sam just confirmed it.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be dropping later on this year. A 9-episode documentary. And they got new music that Sam is producing. So I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to see it.
True. Okay, you corrected that because I read the thing that if you're Ghost Rider, I'm like, who's what are we talking, Marvel? Like,
no, if he's right. If
he's your Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
like you don't get credit for right.
Jay-Z, when he wrote Dre's track, Dre and Snoop's track, he got paid up front. He didn't get writer's credit for that shit. He's right.
But the whole thing about it is, what we're basically saying is Drake can't write his own stuff to compete with that.
He can't. Like, he can't. I'm sorry.
I just realized what he's saying. Well, we've got to explain because we do have people that watch that don't understand what we're trying to profess. So we got to make sure, like, dang, they're saying Drake can't write. No, we're not saying he can't write. We're saying he can't write on the level of Pulitzer Prize level. That's what we're saying.
Drake writes lollipop gum bubble raps,
ballads, hip hop ballads.
Kendrick writes. He's an MC. He's a lyricist.
He's your tie. He's your tie back almost to the bridge the gap to the old school. He's a bridge to the gap to the old school. He's not necessarily the old school, but he's that bridge. Actually, so I'm hoping like this. True, there are some lyricists in Canada that are a hell of a lot better than Drake. I'll tell you that right.
Yes, for real.
I've heard them, and I'm like, ooh. And you think about how they did get mentioned again. Who they know, man. It's about who you know. You know that.
Yo, it's not. It's not just about who you know. It's about the money that you willing to invest.
Again, who you know, but sometimes you ain't got to invest your own dollar. You got the right connection. You ain't got to invest a damn thing. They will back you all the way till you fuck up. Till you pull a Diddy, then you on your own.
Oh, or a Kanye.
Well, Kanye, he had so much money in the thing. He got to the point. He's like, all right, how much money I got? What? I'm crazy, y'all.
This did a Heil Hitler post. Got all his talent agency just dropped him. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on with Kanye. Like, you're not that dumb.
But here's the funny thing to me.
What's the move here? You ain't got no album coming out. What's the move?
Who does it? Because usually when he gets this crazy, there is something coming.
That's what I'm saying. What's the move?
Like, usually when he gets this crazy, he does it every time.
Bro, I've been on the Kendrick Lamar for years, but my kids put me on that cat and they've been eating up overseas. Like, yep. This man worldwide now.
Well, he's been worldwide for a while.
And when he would drop Humble, but he was worldwide.
Well, here's the funny thing with Kendrick. He did the opposite. Because they learned that from Michael Jackson and Prince. Go over there.
Yep.
Japan. Blow up over in Europe. Then come to the U.S. The U.S. don't ever give you your just due. We treat people, the average person, act like we're better than them.
But the thing about Humble, it blew up. I think, honestly, my personal opinion, Humble blew up in a way that nobody expected. I don't even think Kendrick expected.
We got to address this. Hold up. We got to address that. And when it comes in bars, Nipsey is no Kendrick. Nobody's saying Nipsey Kendrick. We're saying Nipsey had the connections to get further than Kendrick in the beginning.
Nipsey was the man. Nipsey was the man.
That's what
I think Nipsey would have created doorways and avenues for Kendrick to bust through.
It just took a little bit longer.
You know what I mean? I really think if Nipsey and Kendrick would have teamed up together, it would have been a monumental takeover. It literally would have been a
you know what it could have turned into? You know what it could have turned into?
The revolution started with Nipsey.
What it could have turned into
on the mainstream. Go ahead.
Yeah, what it could have turned into is a more modern West Side Connection. Could you imagine him and Nipsey?
Who else though?
They wouldn't need anybody else.
Then that's not a West Side Connection.
Yes, it is. You only need two to really make a connection. You think about it. It could have very well been
Crenshaw and Compton. Interesting.
See what makes you think? Like, wow, that can you imagine the power that could have had?
With Snoop backing them and Dre, they had the whole West Side,
and then Cube just
But yeah,
Coming on, just dabbing in a little bit. Come on, God. Or even E40. Get it. Put E in there.
that wouldn't work.
Because the whole thing is what y'all have to realize. Well, E40. I remember his early stuff and I heard it. He sounded nothing like he does now. He sounded nothing like he does now. His music has evolved.
E40.
I liked him old school before this.
Hey, E40 was a goon back in the day, man. E40 Too Short, Be Legit, man. Looney, man, don't get me started on that shit.
The thing is not what you know, but exactly who you know. Because there's a lot of talented artists, and when I say artists, I'm not just talking about music. I'm talking about artists as a field that don't get known.
Even Jordan said before he came up, he knew of thousands of ball players
in New York
that were better than him.
His own brother, older brother. Think about that. It's just he had an opportunity and he stayed with it, and he went there. Now they want to get. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to say it. All right, I'm going to say it. Fine. They want to put a man who can't build, had to go somewhere and learn.
Probably
getting coaches fired, needs at least 2 to 3 Hall of Famers. All right, I'm done.
Stay relevant, keep his name in the media. Yep. LeBron, we're talking about you.
But you know what? I give it to you. He is the modern day. I can't call him modern day GOAT because here's my problem with calling. All right, I don't know how we got to this, but here's my number one issue with calling him a GOAT. When you think about the Jordan era, who was the most dominant person in that era?
It wasn't Jordan.
I beg to differ. Go look at what the experts say that actually played against him. Go look at the people that were scared to play against him.
Oh, Orlando is deadly scared to play against him.
They're not just Orlando, Chicago. I went Chicago. In Chicago.
So Chicago was
scared to play against Chicago. when you went to Chicago, you knew right and then you almost guaranteed a loss.
No, see, here's the thing about it. Every time Boston or Detroit played against Chicago, I wanted to see a fight. I was betting on seeing a fight.
I throw Indiana in there because of Reggie Miller.
No, not Indiana.
Because him and Reggie going back and forth.
No, Indiana. That was for me. It was at that time. It was the Pacers and Knicks. That was the rival.
From when?
Reggie and the Knicks, because the fucking Spike Lee would get under Reggie's skin.
It wasn't Reggie and the Knicks. It was Reggie and Spike Lee.
And then on top of that, you would also see what was it? John Starks and Ewing and Dumas before he went over to Detroit.
Dumas was all. What are you talking
about?
No,
who was also on the Knicks at that time? He was there. Oakley, Charles Oakley. He was the one that would always get in the shit. Always.
It was funny. People don't remember. He started with the Bulls with Jordan's enforcer, and they traded him to the Knicks, and he was mad.
Good job. Good fucking job.
The gangster's the killer in the poser.
I'm done.
True. I was so trying to find somebody to be the poser, and the only person that popped out, man, everybody gonna laugh at this is Drake. I was like, but he's not California. But he's the only person that kept popping out my head as a poser. I was like, it was just Drake. I just hear my head say, Drake. No, he's not West Coast. He's not even American.
Damn.
I was like, no, I can't. My brain would just let me get. That's why I said I can't think of a third. I can't. Give me time. I'll probably think of one, but I can't think of one right now for that. Oh my God. But going back to it, now you got is Oakley, Ewing, Starks.
They had the white boy Latimer, right?
Chris Childs. He was there.
They had Latimer too, right?
That Latimer.
The white dude, the tall white dude, played forward at center.
Is that? I don't think his name's Latimer. I know you talk. You think about Lambeer.
Lambeer.
That's
No,
Detroit.
no, that's Detroit. I'm talking about Latimer. He came out of North Carolina.
I didn't look him up. I can't think of his fucking name.
Anyway, yeah, so that team, yeah. Honestly, they want to say, and I hear the comparison, this generation, or they want to say that the 90s basketball can't play in this generation. You're damn right. You goddamn right. Because my 90s generation of basketball, we played basketball. We played ball. This right here, all the fouls is in the advantage of the shooter and not the defense.
Damn, I forgot Larry Johnson was there. John Starks. Doc Rivers, I forgot. He was playing at that time.
You know what I mean? So
Anthony Mason, that's the other one.
Anthony Mason was
Charlie
the
Ward,
person.
Derek Greg.
Charlie Ward.
Allen Houston.
In the 90s?
Yeah. Marcus Camby, Chris Child, who I'm thinking about.
Canby cost me money. Larry, Latrell Speedrow, you remember him?
Yep. He's in there too. Charlie Ward, Derek Harper. Charlie Ward,
Latrell,
trophy winner.
Hey, Speedrow had everybody riding on spinners. You remember that shit? We were all riding on spinners because of Latrell Speedrow. Motherfucker. Waste of money.
Them damn things fall apart. That's it. The $1,000 damn rims.
Then that motherfucker, you're done. Anyway, folks, thank you for another week. Thank you for another episode. Make sure you tune in each and every Wednesday. Make sure you follow us on our YouTube page. That's PD&J Media Productions on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. Once again, I'm your host, Jay.
I'm not like us.
We're signing out.
Check, please.
Oh my God! Can you tell the folks?
I just did. Do I need to spell it for him?
Yeah.
GETOFF.
Bye. Oh my God, this dude. Why are you so goddamn difficult all the goddamn?
I'm not difficult.
You always gotta be difficult.
I'm not difficult.
All you have to do is just sign off.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?